Hello everyone and welcome back. Not welcome back, I mean welcome to my YouTube channel because obviously I've never put a video before. But I'm gonna talk about today the best fight I've seen in my life and the most anticipated rematch in Britain right now, Eubank and Ben 2, which is scheduled for November 15th on DAZN. I'm probably gonna buy the pay-per-view for that, but mega excited. I was going mental at this fight, but my prediction may shock a few people because I'm predicting that, but I'm going to tell you exactly, and I'm predicting exactly why. I'm going to tell you why. Oh, my battery's low. Taking the mic. Oh, it's fine. That'll last. But I'm going to predict exactly why. I'm going to tell you exactly why that Conor Benn is going to win this rematch. And not much people have Conor Benn winning, but I'm going to tell you exactly why I have him winning and why I think he's going to actually get the job done this time around. One of the big reasons I think he's going to get this done this time around is because if you look at the first fight, his composure wasn't there because he's never been in a crowd like this before. Obviously, he's only 26 of age and he's never been in this crowd before. Eubanks had all this experience in front of crowds like this, but Conor Benn's never been in front of a crowd like that before in his life. So he's walked out to that and his composure's not there. He's looping his shots. You can see him. Like, even I want to show you clips of this, but my microphone don't work when I do that. But you can see like he comes in and Eubanks all composed. Like, you can see Eubanks composed, just flicking that jab out. He's just flicking that jab out, and he's landing that jab all day on Conor Benn. And Conor Benn's doing these big rolls, throwing looping hooks. Like, he's throwing looping shots. He's tripping over his shots as well. He's not throwing with any intent. He's only throwing with intent to hurt. He's not throwing with any other intent. Like, he's not like Eubanks thinking more about what he's doing. Conor Benn wasn't. But I think this time round, Conor Benn's going to be more composed and he's going to think more about what he's doing rather than just throw a bunch of shots for the sake of it, which I think is going to play a big role because I think Eubanks expect more what's going to happen in what happened in the first fight, which is not going to happen in this second fight. And I also think that Conor Benn let him get one of the big reasons why Conor Benn lost composure and tried to throw these looping shots is because he let Eubank get in his head. Like, even in the first fight, you can see he's going on a smash your face, and like he's getting like Eubank's playing all these mind games, saying he's a drug cheat, he's worthless, like he's not going to live up to his father's name and that. Obviously, Conor Benn said your father don't like you, but his father showing up. But he was very like, you could see that you could see that Eubank was getting under the skin of Conor Benn quite a bit, and I could see that as well. And when it comes to fight night, he was like, "I'm gonna knock him out," and he just started trying to throw haymakers at the very like as soon as the bell went, which I get because obviously it's the biggest stage he's been on. But I can see in the rematch he'll have more composure. He'll pick his shots more. Like, he won't be throwing these big looping overhands and trying to take his head off. Like, obviously, he's going to try and knock him out when he sees he's hurt because he did hurt him a few times in the fight 100%. But I think he couldn't deliver the final blow because of the size difference. Because you've got to remember, Conor Benn has come up 2 weight classes to fight Eubank. Even though Eubank's come down with the rehydration clause, which I think is going to play a big part in the rematch, because I don't think his other fights have rehydration clauses. I think one of them might have, but I don't know if they all had rehydration clauses. I know they're at 160, but I don't know if they had rehydration clauses or not. But obviously, him being the smaller guy, it's going to be harder for him to hurt Eubank, which is why I don't see a knockout happening for Conor Benn, because I don't think he's obviously got the power to hurt him, but obviously he's come up 2 weight classes, so the power is not going to be as great, obviously, because Eubank's the bigger man. Because obviously he obviously blows himself up on the when he weighs in, but obviously his weight goes down a little bit before fight night. But yeah, I can see also another thing playing a big part is the age. Eubank has taken a lot more punishment. A fight like this takes a lot out of you. Like, I know this because I do boxing, and I know it takes a lot out of you because I've had a few amateur fights, but I've not had any pro fights. But I can just tell that the damage that it puts on you is very detrimental, and I just don't think Eubank's taking the rematch as serious as he should be, because obviously even though it was close, he thinks that Ben's going to fight the same way, but Ben is going to fight in a completely different way, and I think he's just going to be. I think like this time round, instead of him throwing these looping shots, I think Eubank's going to try and he's going to power Eubank's jab and either slip or power his jab, and then go in with his own shots and his own reply. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, with his own replies, yeah. So I thought he shut down, so I'm really mad because this happened before. I thought my recording just shut down, but it didn't, thank God. But yeah, I could just see this fight going a completely different way, and I think Eubank's underestimating him again. But you can see in this build-up, even though he does have hate for Chris Eubank still, you can see even in the face-off. I watched the face-off the other day. It was very interesting. He was saying that he doesn't mind Eubank, and he was saying, "Oh, you're a nice guy. You're a nice guy." Like there's a completely different tone this time around. You can tell the tone is different, and I can just see him being a different fighter on the night because he's not gonna let the moment get to him, and he's actually gonna box Eubank, and he's not. And I think and he's not gonna let Eubank get to him. So I'm just stuttering. It's early in the morning. I think like here in England, but fucking freezing as well. But yeah, I just think it's going to be a completely different story. And also, another thing that's going to play a big role in this, I think, obviously, the rehydration clause done him a lot last time. Like, he had to go to hospital. He had to like have so much shit done to him because he had to like sip stuff through a straw or something. I don't even know much about it, but I just know that he had to go to hospital and that. So obviously, Conor Benn has got the power to knock him out. I'm not going to say he doesn't, but him being the smaller guy, I think plays the role in why he can't knock him out. But I just think the main thing is going to be he's going to be more composed, and I think he's going to be able to land those shots a lot more. And he's not going to he's going to throw with intent. Obviously, he's not going to swing, and then because obviously when he swings, he's telegraphing the punches, and then Eubank can see those punches coming from miles away. But this time he's not going to see the punches coming as much, and obviously the punches you don't see hurt the most. I can say that because I've been hit with shots that I've not been seeing. It hurts a lot. Even with a fucking head guard on, it hurts a lot more. But yeah, I can possibly see this fight like Conor Benn obviously staying composed, parrying more, slipping because he was doing these wide slips. I think he's gonna slip more and he's gonna counter after the slip. And you can see he was just jumping it, like in the fight, he was even jumping in just for the sake of it, like he wasn't throwing. But in the rematch, I can see him winning by possibly late knockout if he can land the right shots or by decision. I think either by split or unanimous, just any decision, I can see him winning. But you guys let me know in the comments. Let me know if what I said to right. Because I obviously think that Ben's gonna win. It's not even because I'm a fan of him. I just think he's gonna win. But yeah, let me know in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, I'll talk about the fight after the fight as well. And yeah, see you lot later.